Remember how Annie took Nick to her salon to help her out? And she pulled out that stud finder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she got the one from Craftsman.
Where did she get it from?
She got the one from Crapsmen, which is a dud finder. Because Crapsmen finds duds, not studs.
I thought that's what Bumble and Tinder were for, Lauren.
Well, when you're looking for tools, turn to Craftsmen. They know your tools. The only tool that finds tools.
So how does it work? Like, do you press it against a wall, a bar, family reunion?
Well, I hope you're not looking for duds at your family reunion. But yeah, if it beeps, congratulations. You found a guy that's living in his mom's basement.
Oh, good.
Craftsman Dud Finder. It doesn't find studs. It finds the ones your therapist warned you about. Love is Blind, Season 9, Episode 10, Runaway Groom. Let's watch.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
Welcome to Remote Reality Channel Surfers. This is Lauren.
And this is Dee.
And this is our Love is Blind coverage. Dee, it is a rough day.
Already.
My brain, I don't know. I'm trying to rub two brain cells together to make a spark. My son, I got a call yesterday. He had 103-degree fever. So I am just choking down vitamin C, zinc, everything I can. I was up most of the night. He was throwing up. He's feeling better today. I tried to give him a Tylenol last night, a children's chewable one, and he threw up because it didn't taste good. So today, like any good dog mom would do, I was a dog mom before I was a human mom, I did a child-sized dose of an adult-sized tablet. I put it in peanut butter, and I put it in his mouth to swallow. And it worked.
Poor Jake.
Good boy.
Bless his heart.
I know, but it worked. He didn't like the taste of the medicine. So anyway, this is why I look so lovely today. I look lovely every day. Let's not lie. There's not much of an improvement in my t-shirt or my sweatshirt or whatever the heck I'm wearing. Brain work. Speaking of brain working, I think some of these people started thinking about the consequences of getting married to a stranger this week.
Yeah. I think Nick's brain has definitely started working. I think that's the smartest thing I've heard him say.
I mean, I don't want to give him that much credit, but something's ticking.
Aww.
Those outbursts gave him a little jump start.
Well, I mean,
Annie's outbursts.
I mean, she did the same crap as the last time, and I realized she was drinking. So,
yeah.
I mean,
sure.
that for sure contributed to the situation, but it was the same old crap again. You don't love me as much as I love you, and blah, 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 blah.
Well, last week she said she had a stud finder when they went to their beauty shop to hang up trim. He thought he was going to tape it up there or something. I don't know. And this week I think she probably thinks she had a malfunction, or she got the Crapsmen instead of the Craftsmen and found a dud. Kind of like Robin on Sister Wives, who said this Sunday that Cody was a stud. I'm like, where are these stud finder jokes coming from? Had to make up our own.
Yeah, it was a running theme for the last couple of reality shows that we've covered.
Y'all stay away from the stud finders. I brought you Cody and Nick. Cody from Sister Wives.
Maybe they're buying them on Temu.
I mean, I guess red flags deserve professional attention. I'll go get you a dud finder on Temu. So this episode starts in a very familiar place. Nick and Annie saying I love you back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Blah, blah, blah. I'm dizzy from it.
Yeah, same old stuff. She was trying to find out, though, what him and Kate had talked about. And she wasn't believing what he was saying.
She shouldn't have. And that's the twist in it. Despite being drunk, I felt like she was trying to have some diplomacy. Drunk diplomacy.
No, I
don't know. What do you call it?
I don't know. Because actually, I'm a little bit on Nick's side here. after watching this scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think him and Kate had a bad conversation. He was telling her that, that Kate took it pretty well, which not really. But at the same time, it wasn't like this explosive fight or verbal, aggression from Kate during the conversation.
I thought he was getting defensive. Remember, he told Annie that she was the number one. We found that out at the end of last week's episode. That he told Annie she was number one. He wasn't even close to Kate. And then Allie spilled to Annie that he was gaslighting Kate too and making her think she was at the top.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So I thought she was trying to pry into that. She was drunk, but she was trying to do it gently. And I wonder if he had suspicion that he might get caught now that everybody's been together, which is why I took it as defensive.
Yeah, I can see where it would look defensive from that. I had completely forgot about Allie telling Annie that last episode.
And that's why she wasn't talking to him before they left.
Yes. Okay. I'm on the same page now.
She's calmed down. I thought he was being kind of a dick. A dud. Beep, 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 beep. We've got a dud, not a stud. I don't think we ever had a stud, honestly. I mean, how is she supposed to approach that? He's already defensive. If she said, well, I heard that you were telling Kate the same thing you were telling me, that's just going to start a fight. I felt like she was trying to de-escalate.
It's possible, but if she wants a daggone answer, just quit beating around the bush. Just, hey, I heard you said this to her. Is this true or not?
But he was getting defensive just over that.
Well, if you're going to get it, if they're going to be defensive anyway, just, go ahead and go for the mountain instead of the molehill.
I think he knows he was going to get caught. I think that's why, as we see later in the episode, he leaves. This conversation right here at the beginning is the final straw for him.
Yeah, it's the straw that's broke the camel's back, so to speak. He's done.
She did worse, I think, last time when she was putting words in his mouth. And that's part of the risk here, is that if she goes to him and tells him that she heard he told Kate that he loved her and she was the one, he can just twist that back around to, you're putting words in my mouth again. It's a lose-lose situation. It was from the start. He knew what he did. He knew what he said. He knew that she was mad at him after he talked to Kate. The writing was on the wall, I think.
Yeah. I think what I see him getting tired of is she's constantly wanting this validation.
Yes.
And when she says, you don't love me as much as I love you, or you don't love me enough, that's what he interprets as putting words in my mouth. I'm not saying that. I'm trying to show you, I took 5 hours out of my workday to go and help you at the shop and things like that. And then she comes at him with all of this, you don't love me and everything. And he just feels like he's chasing his tail at this point.
True. And she has been doing that the whole time, like you said. Mm-hmm. It's not because she heard that he told Kate that she was the one that made her question his love. She's been questioning it the whole time.
Yeah, she already had that insecurity, and when Allie told her that, it just blew it up in her head.
These things are complicated. I'm sure the pressure of her getting mad after he talked to Kate maybe wait a little on this.
Well, I mean, the dude just wants to eat his damn chalupa, and she just keeps going at him.
But this is someone you're engaged to.
Well, yeah, I think that's probably why it's going to be the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. His break, I'm done.
Well, because it was so fast. Like, if this was a traditional engagement, somebody that you knew, you get tired, you get drunk. Every once in a while, once in a blue moon, you'll have this drunk. But this is also not once in a blue moon. This is like the third time.
Right. I mean, we're talking... In 3 weeks, he's had to deal with this same conversation over and over. Hell, I wouldn't want to be married to that conversation on a regular basis.
I want to put it on both of them, though. Yes,
oh, yeah.
She needs validation. She left Brennan so quick as soon as Nick started showing her any attention. But Nick, he's trying really hard to have this picture perfect relationship with somebody, whoever sticks. Whoever his mom will like the best.
Well, I think they're both whoever's going to stick is what they're going to try for. That's exactly why she didn't go for Brennan in the first place, is he was too slow at deciding if he wanted her or not.
He just doesn't seem genuine to me. Like, I think she genuinely had feelings for both of these guys. I feel like he was just throwing a dart at a dartboard.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't feel like he was sincere with Kate, and I didn't feel like he was really very sincere with Annie. And that's the reason why we're seeing such a superficial relationship with them. They're not progressing. Yeah, they're not progressing.
No. No, they haven't left that I love you conversation since the honeymoon.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not fighting over that. You haven't told me I love you in the last 5 minutes. You don't love me anymore.
I mean, in the pods, it was mostly just like sexy talk.
Yeah, it was sex talk. I guess they got that all out of their system already.
Nick doesn't go deep. I know this is probably the wrong answer. I feel like Allie needs a drink to deal with Anton. Worried about Anton. I kind of was last week. Allie, I'm worried with you.
Yeah. I didn't think too much of the mimosa last week at 8 o'clock in the morning because they had just gotten off of work and they had worked the night
Why do
shift.
bars open early?
Yeah. So this week she went to get something to drink and it was gone. And I think there might have been like one left. And he's like,
well, she starts talking about a 12-pack of beer. What happened to this 12-pack? I only had 2 out of the 12-pack. And Anton goes, oh, yeah, like 2 or 3. And then he says Patrick came over, which was kind of confusing because, and she knows, she's like, wait, he came upstairs? No, we had like 3 or 4. But no, then he changes it to he brought 2 of them downstairs, 1 for each of them. So they had 3 or 4. Patrick came over to no, he was just picking me up and I brought us each one downstairs, which would be 2.
The story's changing. It's going from one thing to the other. And then I think she's starting to realize it because she's like, okay, well, what about, I think it was a tequila.
You had another 12-pack of Coors. Where did that go?
And tequila. There was half a bottle of tequila.
First she brings up the 12-pack of Coors.
Right.
She's just like feeding him a little bit. She's like throwing a little bait out there, reeling him in. Okay, he's trying to defend this. Throw a little more out there. He's trying to defend this. He kept trying to defend his drinking because then it was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, that was 12-pack. And, you know, you drink some of that too. And then what about the tequila? There's it was only half in there was his defense. Okay, well, where's half handle of tequila? Well, we drink it. No, I have not touched it. Well, yeah, I drink that. But you drink too. You've had more to drink tonight than I have. He is super defensive about his drinking.
Oh, yeah. So she asked.
Drinking by himself.
Right.
Patrick was picking him up.
Well, and then she asked him, well, just how much what do you think you drink, you know, on a regular basis? And he was like, well, you know, when I sit down and watch a movie, I'll have a few beers and stuff. And she finds that concerning. And she tells him that.
24 beers and half a handle of tequila in a week.
Yeah. That's not a couple of beers when I watch a movie.
No. But just completely on the defensive. I can quit. I can go 2 weeks without it. I don't have a problem. We both drink. You drink. That defensiveness is a sign of a problem.
Ding, 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 ding.
If I came to you, D, and I was like, D, I'm worried about your drinking, what would you say?
First of all, I'd be like, how much do you think I drink? I make a lot of jokes about it, but I'm not actually drinking that much.
I know. But you wouldn't get defensive.
No, I'd laugh.
That sounded kind of defensive. Right.
No.
Right.
What do you mean?
But you wouldn't sit there and like accuse me of drinking.
No.
A lot.
No.
Or like make excuses for it.
Well, I do have friends that drink a beer or 2 of an evening when they get home from work and they're unwinding. I don't think anything about it. I don't think that's an alcohol problem. I think that's somebody self-medicating to unwind or get ready to go to bed or whatever. It doesn't sound like somebody who has a drinking problem.
It is self-medicating.
Oh, yeah.
Even
so many people
with alcoholism. It's an addiction. They're medicating their addiction. My husband's family has alcoholism. I mean, I've seen this. I've had these conversations before, like these exact conversations. Lying about it, though.
Yeah.
Trying to make excuses for it. Red flag. She doesn't know this guy well enough to get married to him with this problem.
Well, yeah, because if he actually has a drinking problem, I mean, she doesn't know. First of all, has she seen him drunk? So does she even know what kind of drunk he is? I mean, this could be huge issue for her if she gets married. Yeah, or has kids or something like that, you know.
Even if you know somebody, it's a lot. It's a lot even for the strongest relationships. So I think she needs to run.
Yeah, if she's not sure about that, it would be a deal breaker for me. Like, I would have to, if she doesn't want to necessarily leave the relationship, but maybe not get married, let's go a little longer before we get married and get to know each other a little better. Pump the brakes.
Even if she knows him, continues to get to know him, though. I mean, he is not straight out lying. He is being
evasive,
deceptive about his drinking.
He's definitely downplaying it.
3 or 4 because Patrick came over turns into, no, Patrick just came to pick me up. Okay, I brought 2 downstairs.
I would say
it's changing.
Right.
Yeah, he is lying. He's stretching the truth, but he's lying to her about this.
Right. Well, it's probably not the first time, if he does have a drinking problem, that somebody's tried to have this conversation with him.
I'm telling you, I think he does.
You think he has an actual problem? Yeah. Okay.
The only thing where I might step back is the TV show, the edit, and the fact that this is probably a very stressful situation, getting married to somebody that you don't know that well, being in front of the cameras when you're not used to being in front of the cameras, having camera crews around you a lot. Maybe he's drinking to loosen up some.
Well, and I wonder if,
because of the tense process. So, and maybe it's the edit. Those are the 2 factors where I wouldn't be concerned. But my big concern is the defensiveness that we see here.
Yeah.
Because if it was that, I'd be like, yeah, I drank 4 beers. I did. You know what? You're right. I'm drinking too much. I've been stressed. But this isn't a good way to handle.
Yeah.
Not, my friend came to pick me up and I brought 4 beers because we were hanging out. And then it goes to downstairs too. I don't know. That was concerning for me. I'm worried for them both.
Yeah, me too.
After she met with Anton's mom, though, she had a better feeling about him.
She did. She felt more reassured after talking to his mom.
And that was the warmest I've seen her towards Anton since the meeting with his friend. I wonder why we're just now meeting the mom and we didn't meet her back when we met friend and 4-month girlfriend.
Kind of under the impression, maybe I'm wrong, but like mom had to travel from somewhere, and maybe she hadn't. Russia. Yeah, maybe she hadn't gotten there when they were ready to do the filming. So they had the friends, and you know, because there's other moms that and parents that are showing up this episode as well that we didn't see last episode. But I kind of thought for some reason.
And its family.
Yeah. I thought for some reason in the conversation that I don't think she lives locally.
She really likes Allie.
Yeah. Well, who wouldn't? She's so sweet.
She is. Very pretty, very sweet, smart.
I would actually like to hear what she sounded like mad, because she's always so soft-spoken and I mean, her voice.
Great
it's just
side manner.
Yeah. So I think it was last episode they were like standing at the sink or something, and she was washing vegetables, and she was asking him, you know, do you not wash your vegetables or rinse your vegetables? And she had a few things to say, and she said something about being cranky, and I was like, that's what she sounds like, cranky? Like there wasn't any change. I sound
cranky even when I'm not mad at all. Rob's like, you're yelling at me. I was like, I'm just loud.
This is my normal voice.
Mama C, she's louder than I am, which is a feat. But yeah, I've had her yell. I'm not yelling. This is my normal voice. But she's like yelling, but she's not. She's just loud. But it's like at a scream pitch. Anyway, Jordan is bringing Megan to introduce them to the fam jam.
They were so sweet. I just like them so much.
And who is that?
Dan and Kip.
Yes, his parents. Zan and Kip. His mom is really cute.
I noticed the difference, though, right away with the family dynamic between him and his parents and Meg and her parents, or her sister and her mom, because they were joking with Jordan and, you know, just cutting it up with him back and forth. And his parents are a lot more serious. Like, there's not as much. I thought they would be like him, you know, and joking all the time and stuff. And I just didn't see that as much as I did really with her parents.
More gullible, because they asked him if they've kissed before. And he goes, no, we're saving it for marriage. And then Zan is like, no, I think they're kidding.
I think.
And then Jordan turns around to, oh, yeah, I had my tongue down her throat. My dick started going in her. And they're like, no, too much. No, we don't need all those. Okay, he didn't go into that much detail, but he was headed there.
It could just be a lifetime of being used to his sense of humor that makes them seem a little more serious or something. They probably have to dial it back or he'll just keep going and going.
They seem very sweet. They really, really adore Megan.
Mm-hmm.
Do they use the word soulmate?
I don't remember. I don't remember soulmate being used.
I love what his dad said when he said that marriage. She asked Megan said, what is the key to being married for so long?
Mm-hmm.
And he said it's 90% commitment and 10% love. Really? I preach.
Yep. That is so much
it's
more
about
than
commitment and compatibility. It really is.
So much more than just love. So many people think, oh, we love each other, it'll work. And that's not always the case.
Yeah, look at Nick and Annie.
Exactly.
Worked real well for them.
Right?
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you too. And you don't. Yes, I do. I mean, it's like more than words. Extreme. Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you. You gotta join me now. It's not that I want you. No.
I don't even know the song you're singing.
More than words is all you have to do to. You don't know that song?
I don't know. Maybe you're singing it wrong. Maybe if you pull it up and I hear it, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I know that song. Maybe you sing like you draw.
Ouch. True.
Ouch, right?
It's true. My friend told me I offend God when I sing when we were in Catholic school. I was going to go and see, Rob plays that on his guitar. I was going to see if I could get him to come up here and play it. Hold on just a minute. I might have a recording of it on my phone. Because we used to, so that was like me and my friends, we would get drunk and Rob would play that and we would sing it. Me and my friends Will and Brian.
So it's like your karaoke song.
It's like our drunk live band karaoke song. No. That was Madonna Borderline, which Rob and his friends, they had like this practice space where all the bands hung out and they used to play it and we would just Borderline or Like a Prayer. Yes.
I've never done karaoke. But I always like make like I'll hear songs and I'll be like, put it in my notes section on my phone. Like, okay, this would be a good karaoke song. And I'll just.
Okay. If it's karaoke, I like rap. But if it's live band karaoke, if it's like Rob or his friends playing it, then.
Mm-hmm. Wonder, Channel Surfers, what's your favorite karaoke song? Or what song would you play at a karaoke bar?
Yeah, it's extreme, more than words here. Let me just pull it up and play it.
Oh, I think I know that song.
I haven't even played it. I was just like going to
As soon as you said extreme. I actually have it on my playlist, Lauren. So you for sure draw like you sing or sing like you draw. Sorry.
It's okay. My feelings aren't hurt. I know. Sorry I offended all of your ears.
It's a good thing. I probably wouldn't care if I did hurt them. That was bad. That was bad.
Sleep. I got a toddler with a fever, and Dee's like,
I'm sorry.
All over your feelings today.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna start drinking. Is what I'm gonna do. It's 12:00
somewhere. It's 5:00
you
somewhere.
Start episode 2. It's on. The alcohol will kill the germs from the kid. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. More than words.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's all you have to do. And all they had was I love yous, but that's what's his face's dad. What's his face's dad? Kip was right.
Yes.
90% commitment, 10% love. Kind of like my singing.
Sorry about that, Lauren.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made half of you deaf. What else? What else we have to say about little kippers and...
I don't know. I just like them very well.
Why was I going to call her Sasquatch?
I don't... Oh, man. What in the world?
No, I haven't started
You
drinking.
got to hate on somebody because I just put your singing
No,
bell.
it just ADD. It popped into my head. Nancy, what is
Zan.
There
It's
it is.
Zan. His mom's name is Zan.
Suzanne Sasquatch? Okay, anyway. Channel servers, I don't know. Maybe my blood sugar's getting low. I started getting wild up
Maybe
in
you
here.
need to take a break and go check it, Lauren. The last time you did this, you sounded like you had been drinking for like a binge drink or something all day.
Lack of sleep also.
That's the poop cruise. If anybody wants to know what she looks like when it's low, go watch our poop cruise.
Oh, there's a
recap.
few of them. There's a few of them. The type 1 diabetes. And
That's
fun.
but that's the most evident one is the poop cruise.
Okay. I'm not going to get us off track. And next up, Ben and KB. And if you're joining us on YouTube, you will see that KB has amazing taste in glasses. She has the same pair that I have, one of my pairs. I was like, look familiar. We learned more about what led to the cold shoulder that KB turned on Edmund last week.
Yeah, they had already been fighting before they went to the Western thing.
She has to get ready. She has a lot of stuff to do. He's sitting around doing nothing. She asked him to go run out and find some scarves, some Western wear for them, for both of them. Just run down the street to the Ross. It's 7 minutes away. And he says no.
He's busy.
He's not busy. So
Well, he says he's busy, but he's not really busy.
She runs out there, gets them both stuff, comes back, and she has 30 minutes to get ready, and she hasn't even eaten. So she's hangry.
Very. We know what that's like.
What'd you think of that?
I can understand why she was upset and why when they got to the bar or the Western theme bar or whatever where they were last week when he was making the comment about Annie saying that Nick was perfect and he wished that she would say nice things about him, why it set her off.
I mean, Perfect would have gone and gotten our costumes. But that's not what set her off. What set her off was him saying that she never says anything nice about him, which that's what he hears. That's what he focuses on. That's his big insecurity. She can say all the nice complimentary stuff that she wants, but he hangs on to what reason am I giving her not to love me? What reason is she choosing not to love me? Why is she critical of me? I don't know that he's ever had unconditional love.
He's a lot of work. He's a lot of work.
He has. He's been through a lot. And
even when she tries to explain it to him, he takes it as a criticism. I don't know. I was watching the scene and I was sitting there thinking that she sounds like a parent talking to a child.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you both need costumes. She's not your mom. She doesn't need to go get your Western costume.
And his responses were very similar to what a child would say to the parent that was talking to them. So it was just really, it's a weird dynamic. And I don't know that it's what she's looking for because she's the one that wanted a rock. She wanted a guy she could rely on and take a break and not be so independent and doing everything herself. And he knows that. And yet the one time that she asked him to do something to help her out because she was running late and she was, doing these things, he's like, no, I'm busy, when he's just sitting there watching TV.
Well, she does want kids. She wants him to shoot up the club in about a year. That's what she says. But
But she said something else that was like, it kind of set me off because she said that she saw his potential and that potential had broken her heart before. So you see what kind of dilemma I'm in. That's a huge statement at this stage. Potential? You're not marrying potential.
Isn't breaking your heart. Having a mindset that you are with somebody for who you hope they magically change into, who they all of a sudden, for once in their life, go a whole different route because your presence is here. falling in love with what they could be, not who they are, that's what's breaking your heart.
Yeah. That's going to, and depending on what her potential is, he may never live up to it. You know, what she thinks the potential is in her head. That's not the way you pick somebody.
That's why it's broken her heart so many times before, because she's not falling in love with a person. She's falling in love with an idea of what that person could be. What she sees in her head as, if they can just work on this thing that they've lived their whole life and not worked out before they got to me, why is it going to change? What makes you think at all that is going to change?
Yeah,
you can't fix somebody. You can't change somebody.
Yeah, it's a flawed mentality to have in picking someone that you're going to marry in a few days.
It's a flawed mentality to have picking anybody that.
Well, yeah, but you see what I'm saying.
Unless it's a one-night stand.
Well,
although that could be a flawed mentality too. You could be looking at him like, oh, he's tall. He has the potential to have a big eggplant. And then you get him naked and you're like, oh. Can we work with your fingers instead? Your pinky would be better.
Ouch.
So potential can disappoint.
Damn, girl. You're on a roll.
KB wanted an apology. It's not just about saying I'm sorry. She wanted him to acknowledge where that misstep was. She was hoping that he would apologize because he knew he should have been her partner in this.
She didn't want a blanket apology. She wanted him to actually apologize for the specific things that he had done and take accountability for them.
The accountability.
Yeah.
It's not about the apology. She wants the accountability. The apology would be a recognition of that accountability. And he fights her on it. He never says, I'm sorry. And he kind of gets battered into taking accountability at the end. Not battered, but she kind of like pushes him into a corner where he is finally like, okay, yeah, I can do better. Like after this whole huge ass conversation.
Right. But yet she said that he was manipulative. And I thought her whole conversation with him was very manipulative. And did she really get what she wanted if he was just, I mean, I thought it was I give up. I'm just going to apologize.
That's how I took it.
Yeah.
You know what? And manipulative, it's not mutually exclusive. They both can be. She's trying to change him into the potential guy that she's hoping to marry.
Got in her head. Mr.
Right.
Potential in her head.
Yeah, this ain't looking good.
It's not.
I think she's a fixer. She's a social worker. I think she's a fixer. You don't want to take your job home.
You don't want to marry it either.
Nope. You leave it there. Those office phones go off at 5, baby. Don't go sleeping next to it.
Yeah.
Got to have those boundaries.
Yeah, there's no snooze button on marriage.
Hey, Madison, you know, it's not just the wedding day. You have to live with this guy afterwards if you get married.
Yeah.
Wise wisdom from Matt, her family member.
Wow, there was a lot in that. I think the thing that stuck out to me the most was him saying that he had been in a 5-year relationship and he basically was miserable. He was in it for 5 years and miserable? Right. Are you kidding me? That's the first thing. The second thing with that is they were engaged, wedding invitations ready to go out, and he couldn't stick them in the mailbox. So it was like almost last minute before he says, I can't do this, which I'm glad he did say he couldn't do it. But at the same time, this is like a much, much shorter period of time.
Which when her mom, Madison's mom, says, you waited till the last minute. I hope you don't wait till the last minute on this. Like, dude, they're getting married in 2 weeks. What do you mean the whole thing has been the last minute?
Right.
How do you define last minute in this situation? It's been last minute from the jump. It's a weird comment.
It is. It is.
He said that in his last relationship, Joe, he wasn't happy, but he kept hanging on. I think that is what triggered Madison's sister to say everybody's going to have problems. She's worried that he's looking for something that's perfect. Like he's looking for somebody that you never have a disagreement with, or like some utopia, where after seeing what he's put up with Madison, I'm worried he was being abused in that last relationship.
I thought it was funny when her mom asked what was it about Madison or something, and he's like, well, she's crazy in a good way. I didn't know there was a good way.
I've seen some interviews with Madison where she is saying that off camera, Joe wasn't as warm and affectionate as he is on camera. What do you make of that? And
Well,
that led to how she had more maybe aggressive responses on camera. That's because off camera, she wasn't getting the feedback from him. She wasn't getting the feeling that he was super into her.
Okay, of all of these guys, he's probably the one that I would consider the least, fuzzy, warmy on camera. So I don't know if I necessarily believe that.
I think that when the cameras are there and she's in front of a camera, her reaction might be a little more reserved than it could possibly be off camera. And he's probably scared shitless to say anything to her because when he expresses his emotions, she goes nuclear. She's got her finger on that button and she's about to creeper.
Well,
okay, that was a Minecraft reference. Creepers explode when you get near them.
Well, I was just
destroy all your shit.
I was just going to reference the fact that you said that she was reserved on cameras. And I'm like, well, if that's her reserved, I would hate to see how she is off of a camera.
Look, that, some states, they have laws where you can't do one-way recording because they think it's unfair for one person on the recording to know that the conversation's recorded and the other person not to, because the person who knows they're being recorded may act reserved, may act in a better way on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. I mean, these people, believe it or not, they do think they're acting in a better way. Now, sometimes they forget the camera's there. When they get drunk, they absolutely probably can't even tell their ass from their elbow. But I feel safer with people there. It's like what we've seen with Madison arguing with Joe is she just keeps going for him.
Yeah, she keeps going after him.
And it doesn't matter what he says. And it doesn't matter what assurance he gives. She doesn't care that he's experiencing this completely normal feeling that I think the vast majority of us would experience if we got engaged to somebody that quick. Dum-dum right here, me, got engaged after 11 days once. Talked about it before. Not the like brightest thing. Did I have questions? Yeah. Did that mean I wasn't committed? No. When he cheated on me with his kid's babysitter, I wasn't committed anymore. But when you get into something that quickly and it's something that you're spending the rest of your life, you're gonna have questions. I don't know. I think that's completely. She just invalidates his feelings, and he can't defend himself because she steamrolls him. Yeah. And I think he might treat her differently off camera and maybe not be as affectionate. The cameras are also there the vast majority of the time that they're together. So like when he's asleep, he's not as affectionate. He's not snuggling you. I mean, like,
I think she literally picks fights with him. She's trying to get reactions out of him because I don't think we've seen him like raise his voice at her or anything when she's going off like she does. And I don't know if she's like thinking some reaction's better than no reaction or what, but I feel like she's just picking a fight with him a lot of times.
And on the same hand, if he's treating her like crap off camera and then being nice on camera, I could see how she'd explode. But that's not what she was saying. She was saying he's not as affectionate. He doesn't show me this the way he does on camera. He kind of like and I wonder if, for example, when they walk into this dinner, Madison turns to Joe and she's like, "Oh, I just want to get all over you," and he's like, "We're out to dinner."
Yeah, she's a cuddler, but you brought up a great point. I don't really think we've seen them doing a lot of cuddling or affection on camera either, though.
No, when they were in the hot tub, they were doing it. When they were at the bar, they were dancing together. He was twirling her. She's like, "I've never done this before." I don't think we saw any of the couples dance together except for them.
Right, but I mean, you're saying that she was saying that he's not as affectionate off camera as he is on camera.
Besides Nick and Annie who are we seeing all up on each other?
That's true. We're not really seeing a lot of people being
And that's only
affectionate.
because Nick and Annie can't suction out each other's asses
Right.
for more than 2
So,
seconds until now when Nick said enough.
Right. But I mean, it's really hard to determine when we haven't really seen a lot of affection on camera to be like, okay, well, that makes sense because she's
We've
saying
seen
he's
him
not.
constantly reassure her, though. And she
Yes.
just does not listen to what he says.
He tries to de-escalate her. So, and I think he does a fair, good job of trying to de-escalate her. And she
do.
Yeah, and she just keeps going and going and going until poof.
Yeah. I'm still sitting here with my glasses on, so Lauren isn't blind. I have gone blind before, so I can relate to Madison's fear because it's possible I could go blind again. Stage 4 diabetic retinopathy after 31 years with diabetes, and went blind in one eye in 2017 and in the other in 2018. Got a really bad cataract in this eye. It just looks like I'm smoking with Snoop Dogg, baking out a car or something. It's all fluffy around.
Well, you know, I've had all kind of vision issues this year too, so
Yeah.
hence the tinted glasses.
Which are helping.
They feel so much better with the lights that we work with all the time when we're recording,
Yeah.
and even the computer work.
The computer lights, too. We're either in front of the lights or in front of the computers.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get outside more. The highlight of the episode, Nick and Annie. She says that she could make 1 + 1 3. Could she make 1 + 1 a million? I need her to be my banker.
I want her to be my banker too if she can do that kind of multiplication.
1 + 1 3. That's addition, D.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Sorry. If she can make a million out of 1 + 1.
I promise you, we're more competent in dealing with finances than podcasting. Anyway. I mean, I'd take 1 + 1 = 3. Those threes add up. He was done.
Yeah. I figured he was because, I mean, he did not like those conversations in Cabo, and she did it again. Who knows how many times she's done it that it's not been on camera, though.
She did it right before he got busted about Kate.
Mm-hmm.
He appeared to have completely stepped out of this.
Yeah.
It was ambivalence, which that's worse than being mad about a breakup. Like, he didn't even care, which makes me think it's an act.
Yeah, that's a possibility. If it wasn't what you said, kind of makes sense because some people are like that. I know I'm one of those people. Like, when I'm done, and I just completely shut down, protect my own feelings, my own emotions, my own, mentality, and just because I can't afford to care about somebody else's feelings if I want to put myself first. Yeah. So
I'm that way too, but usually there's a little bit more
grace,
emotion when it's happening. No, for me, and when I'm done, I'm done. I'm not happy about it. I definitely have a lot to say. Nick starts this off with, I love all the time that we're spending together, which by the end of it, he says, I have been so happy. And then at the end of it, he's like, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
It's like such a planned breakup. It's such bullshit.
I don't know. I kind of thought that maybe he started out trying to do it without hurting her feelings. And that's the reason why he said, I am happy. And if she was accepting, but she was not accepting. I mean, she fought him tooth and nail on this breakup all the way to where he finally said, I'm not happy.
He said, I'm happy. He said, I love you, but I don't love the idea of getting married. How? And she's like, just give me a reason.
Yeah, I think that's when he said, he just needed to do it for himself.
I think he did the show for himself.
Yeah,
I think he looked for somebody. I mean, think about how he was flip-flopping between those two women. He told them both they were the one. He almost seems robotic sometimes when he talks. Do you know what I'm saying? Just like the quality of how he's speaking, it almost sounds robotic.
It's possible. I'm not going to say you're wrong or I disagree because it very well could be that he just came on to the show for, I don't know, maybe he wants some followers or
find a girl for his mom.
Yeah, I don't know. But watching the scene, I think he tried to do it without hurting her feelings. And then when she wouldn't give it up, he was just like, I'm just not happy.
Telling somebody who you're planning on going to the altar with in a week that you're not going, it's inherently going to be hurtful. There's no pussyfooting around that.
Oh, no. But I think I think he's aware of how she interprets things because, you know, the whole time it's been, you don't love me the way that I love you,
Right.
you know, and things like that. So I think he was trying to take that into consideration and just not say, I'm unhappy.
What if she's been trying to convince herself that he does love her and it's not an act?
Oh, is it? Well, yeah, I agree. I see what you're saying.
And she's just been calling it out. Maybe she's not crazy. Maybe she's intuitive. Maybe she is. I mean, absolutely, she's seeing the things that we're not seeing that get edited out.
Right. But I also remember.
He just seems so like emotionless for this.
Yeah.
He was over it already. He was complete, and it's only been a month.
Yeah. I mean, you're seeing it as emotionalist. I've seen it as someone who was determined to have that conversation. So he had made up his mind. He was going to do it. And that was that. As far as her with the trying to convince herself that he loved her, even when she was in the pods between him and Brennan, I said she needs way too much validation from her partners, and I thought that it was going to be a problem with the men, with either one of them. I think we would be in the same place if she had Brennan. This is something within her as far as having to get that validation minute by minute by minute, and that's a lot of work. That would have to be a lot of work.
And they're a pair because I think we'd be in the same place with Kate.
Yes,
if this was Nick and Kate, because I don't think he's doing it for the right reason.
Right.
It's just, I'm one to talk. I'm neurodivergent. I've got weird responses to a lot of stuff. But, and maybe it's something like that. Maybe I'm just not reading him right. Maybe it's me. It's just this robotic thing. It's like he's got an answer for everything. And yes, I'm here. I'm going to marry you. Like, that's how he sounded when he proposed to her the next day. I don't know how I'm going to do this the night before when Kate left. Next day, he walks into the pods within 3 sentences. I'm going to marry you. What AI bot is dating on this show?
Yeah, that's more
Could they dress them better?
Yeah.
Get rid of the wine shirts.
That's more than having to think about everything you say before you say it, which I am the last person that does that. I always say shit and then think about it. Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
AI bot Nick is just like, oh man, my circuits are getting fried by this circular talk. Is Annie over here? I'm tired of the circular talk. Annie, that's all you've done this whole season.
Yeah.
Don't do it for the rest of your life.
Yeah. His bot's shorting out because it can't add 1 + 1 = 3.
Shorting out because it's like, I can't keep processing the same basic
problem
response. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, crash. Can't say I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, we called this
blind as a bat. I saw that coming.
We called it from episode 1.
Sure did. Well, I'm sure Nick has many happy Target shopping trips with his cats until he finds the love of his life. Ladies, looks like he's available. Get out your dud finders.
We should make it an app.
I'd be able to do that. We'll talk about that on the dud finder. I mean, they already have Bumble and Tinder. They just find all the duds. Channel servers, they can find duds wherever they want to find duds. Only duds I really need to be finding are the ones that go into my washer machine. My laundry is starting to stack up. Looks like there's something in the closet. I don't know what it is. It's a monster! Oh my gosh. So I fell asleep. I was up and down all night with sick kid. But I fell asleep listening to Love is Blind. And at the end of the episode, I was like kind of like fading out. I hear this really weird sound. It's like D. I'm like, what the heck is Edward doing? And I pick up my phone. It's something like I'm a monster and a creepiest looking stage makeup. I was like, oh my God, not Eddie, not Edward. I thought it was like next week on Love is Blind and he was like tripping shrooms at the wedding or something. It was so creepy. Not something I'm interested in on the Netflix. Although that the True Haunted that we saw today, that looks real good. It was real up my alley. I like that supernatural stuff.
I do too.
That sweet swag. You should get you a glass of wine. I'm looking at your wine workout shirt for the next episode.
I know.
So, dresses and tux situation. What do you think about what they're trying on?
Well, my
hot
first
or not?
Yeah, that and my first observation is apparently there's only 2 dresses for the girls to pick from or choose from because they're all saying like first and second.
Hey, they are getting married in a month. They do not have time to go and get a custom-made gown. They barely have time to get fitted. Let's be honest.
And everybody always liked the second dress better than the first dress.
Buying off the rack.
Yeah.
So they're going to be twinsies.
Yeah, so we're getting 2 modelings of each one of the girls with their dresses. And as each one comes out, like all of these girls are sitting there crying as they're seeing the girls in the dresses. They're so emotional. And
I didn't do that.
I know.
I ordered mine on Amazon.
I didn't have a wedding dress. So, and I have a girlfriend that ordered one off of eBay to be like a corpse bride for Halloween one year. That was like, I was like, oh, that's so cute. And she's like, $15. Somebody sold their wedding dress on eBay for $15. It's been a long time ago.
Well, I went blind, like, and had surgery 3 weeks before I got married.
Mm-hmm.
So we were going to elope, but we decided to just do like a pajama wedding. Basically, it was Christmas time. We threw a get together for the families with brunch. It was going to be like a pajama Christmas brunch, chicken and waffles, do our Christmas. And Rob and I showed up in a suit and dress. So I planned it in like 2 weeks. Went on Amazon and there was this dress I had bought before. I just ordered it in white. Boom, done. $50. Looked good.
Nice.
Looked good.
We should dress up for Halloween this year for one of our recordings, whichever one is closest to the Halloween. Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah, we should.
We should get the channel surfers to dress up and post. All right, we'll think about
post
this.
pictures. Okay, yeah. Okay,
Ow,
so
I
back
just
to the
hit my
dresses.
hand on the
So,
desk and it hurts.
oh,
Trucker.
Allie went first. God, I would not want to have to follow her. She was just. It didn't matter
Never.
what she could wear. She could wear a potato sack. She
Absolutely.
looked gorgeous. And then we had KB.
Also, I don't want to go after any of these women. Let's be honest.
Yeah, now that I think about it, you're right. They all
Oh my
looked
God.
amazing.
You're walking
So
out there, they're going to
pretty.
be like,
Yeah.
are you
So-
sure you're... I don't know if that's your color.
They all look so good.
They did.
Like, they did.
Gorgeous.
All of them.
Them some lucky men.
Yes. Madison, she had me laughing because, like, the first dress that she tried on, she was like, it kind of made me look like Bridgerton boobs. And as soon as she said it, I was like, I know what she's talking about. I love that show.
I explained because what's a Bridgerton booby?
It's a TV series that's on Netflix. It's very popular. It's kind of like a period piece. So they have like the older, I don't know what period it is, but you know, the corseted,
Corset.
you know, where, you know, yeah, the boobs are highlighted. So she wanted something, believe it or not, she said she wanted something more sexy than this dress. And I was like, oh, okay. And the one that she picked, I didn't think was as sexy as the first one, but it suited her so well. I think she's the one that when she came out, the other girls were like, oh my gosh, you look like you're floating. Yeah.
Tink.
And her veil had
What
like,
you always want your wedding to say.
and her veil
Peter
had, like,
Pan. Joe's never going to grow up.
you gonna let me finish my veil story?
Go ahead.
Her veil looked like it had pearls and stuff throughout it. It was the fanciest
pretty.
veil of all of them at this point. It was so pretty. It
It's
was
like
so pretty.
Tinkerbell mixed with Ariel.
Yeah.
Airy Bell.
You're on a Disney kick right now.
I don't know. I'm on something.
Did you check that blood sugar?
Yeah, it's good.
The guy.
The guys. Not necessarily our classic look, but looking good.
Yeah. And Anton brought his mom, first mom to come to any of these.
Ever.
Yeah, because everybody has someone there with them, by the way. We forgot to mention that. So the
They
brides
got
all
friends.
have somebody, friends or family, and then the guys all have a friend or family member. And Anton had brought his mom.
Friend
which I thought
Jake
was,
and his mom.
yeah, I thought it was so adorable. And
That's
I mean, the guys, there wasn't really a whole lot to talk about until they got to Joe.
You think they put that tie on a little bit tight?
Well, he didn't even know how to do it. I was laughing because his friend was like,
I might cut off his circulation. He had to run out of there.
yeah, his friend was like, do you want me to pull up a YouTube video to show you how to put it on? And the girl finally had to help him with the tie.
And then he smelled her and he was like, I'll never be able to date again.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
What if she's my one? What if this cat's my one? I didn't get married last time. This is feeling real familiar.
Yeah.
What if that banana is my one? What if Edmund's my one and KB's about to marry him?
What if Nixie's one since he was roasting him last week?
Oh, they're leaving together.
I know.
They are. You caught it. They contempt is not far from love.
I don't know, but he is gone. Like he is out
And we
the
don't mean
door.
gone like drunk.
No.
He didn't grab a Captain Morgan and sail away. He went and sat in his truck.
He's just like, I can't fucking do this.
He didn't leave. He's just chilling in his truck, I guess, waiting for production to come talk him down. Somebody hit this guy with a tranquilizer. Hit him back in there. Chloroform him.
Maybe he needs some alcohol to get married.
I'm sitting here like, I don't know that
It was
you've got to have the mental capacity to contract the marriage as a contract. So my lawyer brain just started firing off. Anyway.
Kind of like when you get a tattoo. They don't want you drinking when you get tattoos either for a different reason, but obviously.
Well, they don't care if you're in Vegas. I'm just kidding.
You're not supposed to because it thins your blood when you have alcohol. So you're not supposed to get tattoos if you've been drinking.
Okay, I was wondering why thin blood in marriage. Not supposed to get
Tattoos.
married because it thins your blood. Like, what kind of custom ritual are we doing at this wedding?
No, the tattoos. I'm
Said
sorry.
something about a corpse
We
bride. Now we're talking about thin blood and marriage.
We were just on completely two different
I
conversations.
know you didn't grow up Catholic, but Jesus' blood's really just kosher
See,
wine
I think
called
this is where our
Manchevitz.
I think this is where our ADD is a problem. The fact that both of us have it because we get a train of thought, the other one interrupts the person in the middle of their train of thought, and then we're interrupting each other back and forth while we finish the train of thought, and then nobody figures out what we're saying.
D, there's a squirrel. And that's it for that episode. Love is Blind, Season 9, Episode 10, Runaway Grooms. We will be right back with Episode 11, and next week is the weddings. Maybe.
Ooh,
Well,
maybe.
I guess yes, but will they say I do? Or will they do the do with some Mountain Dew? We don't know.
Oh, gosh.
All right, channel servers, thanks for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe. I also want to give a shout out. I don't know if I did at the beginning of the episode, but to Mermaid Girl on TikTok. She said stutter died, and we had to come up with Crapsmen tools. She's my muse. Mermaid Girl, you're my muse.
It took you down the rabbit hole.
I'm just chewing on those carrots. All right. See you soon. Bye.
Let's ride.
Tune